This is a nice place.
How are you getting on with the raider?
We're almost there, but only almost.
What else do you need to get the raider ready?
One of the control jets must have taken a hit when it came down. If we don't fix that, the only thing you'll be flying is circles.
How do we get a new control jet?
Well, only the Elves built this kind of raider. So I guess the only place I can think of would be an Elf maintenance center. That means looking near the Ice Palace in Zakor.
So, not easy to get. Here, I got the replacement control jet for the raider.
Well, that's a good piece of work. I'll get to repairing this right away. There's so much to fix around here. Fucking heaven in a junkyard.
See you later.
I'm gonna keep quiet about that, no matter what they say.
Someone's gotta sort this shit out before we drown in it.
They're addicts.
Understood.
I'm preparing to attack the Ice Palace.
Yes, I've heard you have been working with Thorald. I have heard reports of Alb troop movements in Zakor. It's time you moved. Will you fight alongside Thorald?
Looks like it.
Good. Then I will wait on Thorald's order to send you support. Magalan is depending on you both. Bring an end to the hybrid. You shouldn't rely on machines.
Our preparations are almost complete. It is almost time to attack the Ice Palace.
The Ice Palace? And you found some other lunatics to help you?
It's the only way to stop the hybrid from conquering Magalan.
Yeah. Or it's a way to piss him off so he decides to come out fighting and kill everything that moves. But until then, maybe I'll come and watch him take you apart. Have fun out there. I know I will.
I'm making preparations to attack the Ice Palace.
Then I wish you well. There was a time when I would have pledged you my support, but I cannot join you. I wish you luck. May Kalan be with you.
So, what are your plans for getting into the Ice Palace?
The Alps will move the bulk of their forces to the borders of Zakor. We need to take out those positions. That will open the way for a direct assault. What I need to know first is whether the Separatists will help us with this attack, or if they attack us as we move against Zakor. Are you ready?
Your plan is a frontal attack.
We've scouted the Ice Palace, and now is the time to strike. The Alps have moved their forces. They trust too much in those energy barriers of theirs. All we need to do is take out the barrier generators, and we will open our way in. Your raider is perfect for that task. That's why we need it.
What will make you trust the Separatists?
The same as it took to trust you. I want to see them start shooting at elves. Actions speak more than words. Actions earn trust.
One raider won't stop an army.
The Albs' biggest weak point is Elex. With the converters gone, we've cut off their new supplies. Now, we need to take out what they have stockpiled.
How are we going to destroy the barrier generators?
We crippled a similar generator when we attacked the converter here in Idan. All we had to do was target the ventilation port. It took one shot from our ballista to cripple the generator, and that brought the shield down. Your radar cannon has a lot more power than a ballista. So, if you hit the generator's ventilation port at full power, it will blow and the Ice Palace will lose its defense.
And what if your plan to transmute all their Elex stocks doesn't work?
If they still have their Elex, we can't fight the Alb army. We will have to target their commanders instead. If we kill the Alb commanders in charge of the defenses around the Ice Palace, the resistance should crumble. With them dead, the soldiers won't stop us getting into the Ice Palace.
So, what are you planning to do when you get to the hybrid?
Heal him. If we can bring him into contact with a seedling, it will transmute the Elex within him, changing his nature. We can heal him as we heal the planet.
To reach the hybrid, we will need the code to his chamber.
Don't you think I know that? But none of my prisoners have known the code or would give it up. All I have discovered is that it has something to do with the hybrid's past.
But what? The Elexitors are the only ones with access to the hybrid. Anyone below that rank can't enter the chamber unless the hybrid calls them personally.
Then you need to find an Elexitor and get the code out of him.
You said we could change the hybrid instead of killing him?
We can try and change him with mana. If it doesn't work, the mana will poison him. Is that a problem?
You think killing should be an easy decision?
That thing hasn't hesitated to order the deaths of hundreds, thousands. There is a chance we can convert it, change it with mana. But change him or kill him, he must be stopped.
Killing the hybrid is the only way to save Magellan. For all his knowledge and power, he must answer for what he has done. Whatever his plan is, it can't be worth the damage he's caused.
I agree. While there is a chance we could stop the fighting and keep his knowledge, we would be risking all of Magellan to try. We can hope the mana will heal him, as it is healing Magellan. Maybe we could force him onto a different path, but the safety of the planet must come first, even if that means killing him.
The Elexitors say that the hybrid has a greater plan for all of us. That he knows the nature of Elex and why it came to our world. That he has the power to see the future. Before we act, we should find out what the hybrid knows. If we don't gain the knowledge, we could pay the price for it.
Well, if he has a plan that is supposed to benefit us, I haven't seen a sign of it. That thing only wants power. Listen to him if you must, but take this seedling into the chamber with you. You must attach it to the hybrid. That is how we will tame him or kill him.
The last time I tried to confront Kallax, he didn't come alone. There were Albs patrolling the area where we were to meet. I need to get him alone.
Then you must choose a place yourself. Zardum's old hiding place, for instance. Maybe there you will get a chance to meet Kallax alone.
It's good that I know where and how I can challenge Kallax. I will send Kallax a message through my adjutor. I expect he will go there straight away.
Then you should act now, before he decides to attack you.
How far advanced is your plan to transmute the Elex?
The planning is complete. If it works in practice, then all the Elex on Magaland should be transmuted. But I can't control that amount of magical energy on my own. I will need a strong mage to help me. Someone who truly understands the nature of Elex and mana.
Then ask Caja.
Caja has the ability. But as for the temperament, this isn't the time for impulsiveness. The magic we'd be channeling if she didn't follow orders.
What other choice do you have?
Well, bold times take bold decision. I'll have to trust her. But she won't listen to a request from me. You must ask her to do it.
Why did you do that?
Thorold needs your help with this Elex experiment.
So he thinks he's finally done it, does he? That he can take away the fighting strength of the Alps with one act of magic. You should help him. Tell Thorold I'll be there when he starts the experiment.
Caja will help with the experiment.
She will? And is she ready now?
Why don't you ask yourself?
Are you sure you are ready for this?
Are you? Are you sure this will work?
You're not the only mage, Caja. I'm certain of my findings. 90% certain. 60 or 70% at worst. But if we pull it off, who's to know we were ever worried? Everything is ready. We can begin immediately.
You should begin the experiment now.
So be it. Keep your distance. This could be dangerous for anybody close by. We failed. We were close, but Zardom must have known what we were planning. I can't try again alone. Even if we can find Caja, it would take weeks to recalibrate everything before attempting that again. We must move to attack the Ice Palace as soon as we can. If they are this intent on stopping us, the hybrid must be close to achieving his plans.
What about Caja?
Kidnapping her has stopped me making any further progress with my plans. But then killing her would also have stopped the transmutation. So why did he kidnap her? Zardom must have seen the same power in Caja that you did. He must be planning to use that power for himself in some way.
He was interested in her. He asked me to find her. That can't be a coincidence. Where do you think Zardom has taken Caja?
Zakor. His ambition has always been to take command there. He seeks a chance to rule. So, he'll want to keep an eye on things in the Ice Palace. He will be close to there.
What if Zardom wasn't responsible for your failure? What if something else stopped your transmutation?
His intervention is the only thing that makes sense.
You don't seem certain.
The only other explanation is that Elex itself was resisting the transformation. But that's not probable.
Not probable or not possible?
Resistance would imply purpose, consciousness. And Elex is a substance, not an entity. It isn't alive.
Caja thought Elex could be alive.
What are you talking about?
She said that's what she felt. That Elex is more than a substance, that it communicated with her. Couldn't that be what went wrong?
What you're saying is impossible. Caja is able enough when it comes to magic, but she's misinterpreted what she's seen. I've run experiments on Elex, studied it for years, and I've seen nothing to indicate that what you're saying is true. How could Kaja just stumble on something like this in the time she's had?
What will you do now that the experiments failed?
We must take the fight to the hybrid. It seems an assault on the Ice Palace is the only way to end this war. We will see each other again in Zekor. You said that we are fighting for the same cause. So, we must take that fight to the hybrid. And, for the hope of all Magalan, we must be victorious.
I know you're here, Kallax. Show yourself so we can end this.
Where is the tactical skill that had the hybrid ready to appoint you one of the chosen? There you stand in the open, ready to be picked off. How vulnerable your feelings have made you.
What brought you here, Kallax? I sent you one message, and you came running.
So, you know about our past? Wardic should have kept our secret. I will not let you spread the story further. I will keep my honor.
That sounds like emotion to me, Kallax. Fear, anger, confusion. Which of those drove your attempt to murder me?
Murder? You failed your mission. The directive is clear. Failure of a mission is punishable by execution. Is that why you really came here, Jax? Are you ready to die?
How long have you known that we are the children of berserkers?
I have always known. You were too young to remember, but I have always remembered the faces of my real parents. They too are irrelevant. We benefited from the fact we were taken from the berserkers.
You are my brother. That must count for something.
Are you trying to provoke an emotional reaction? Emotions are a waste of energy. They cloud perception.
What did you mean, appoint me to the Chosen?
All Albs the hybrid sees as having Alexitor potential have a biocore chip implanted to maximize their efficiency. They and others he sees the potential in. We have been selected to serve his future, to ensure the future comes to pass. You had been chosen to evolve to the next level. The hybrid had even had you implanted with a chip ready to communicate with you, so he could guide your thoughts.
If I have a chip, then why hasn't the hybrid ordered me back to Zekor? How can I have my free will?
Because you got lucky. Your chip must have been damaged when I attempted to execute you. That is the only explanation.
Convenient that your proof has been destroyed.
Tell me, Jax, do you never see images you can't explain? Visions?
Yes.
Some of those will be memories. Others are thoughts that spring from your connection to the hybrid. He sees the future, the plans of the free people. All of Magalan and some of those visions will have leaked into your mind through the chip.
I must speak to the hybrid directly. What is the code to his chamber?
Only Alexitors can be told that. You are no Alexitor.
I know the code has something to do with the hybrid's past, but all I know of his past is that the Alps found him, that he showed our leaders the future and took control of our people.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts is the future.
So why does the hybrid hide this? What is it about his past that he wants to stay hidden? You saw his past when you had an audience with him.
What I saw is irrelevant.
The universe, skies stretching to infinity. Does that relate to the code? You said Tarek talked about the old world. Is that a clue? Come on, Kallax. You know there is more to this. I know you wanted answers then. You must still want them.
I serve the directive. The law demands the death of those who learn it illegally.
So I'm right. It is something to do with his past, with what you saw.
The past is irrelevant.
You expect me to believe that you have never wondered about the code? It could be anything. It would be logical for it to be random. It would be efficient to change it, but instead the code remains the same and is rumored to link to his past. Doesn't that sound emotional? Why would he stick with something like that? It has to mean something.
You are allowing your own emotions to cloud your thinking.
Our world is in the hands of the hybrid. We should know what makes him who he is.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts is the future. The hybrid must achieve supremacy. You have come to me with the emotion and twisted logic of the free people. Listening to you any longer is a waste of time. I will end this here and now. You had your chance, but you let it pass.
Something to do with the hybrid's past. And the vision that Kallax saw. Kallax's reaction proves I'm on the right track. And it has something to do with the old world. Perhaps it might mean something to Harley. He knows a lot about old world installations. I knew Zardom must have brought you here.
The feel of this place is terrible. Where are we?
In Zardom's hideout, on the border between Abessa and Zakor.
That explains the disturbance in the Elex.
Where is he? Where is Zardom?
I don't know. He hasn't been here for a long time.
Well, then he must have got what he wanted. That means he's gone to the Ice Palace.
That bastard paralyzed me and left me here. He must have planned that all along. Why didn't he just kill me?
He must have wanted to use your strength. It must have been part of his plan to regain his place in the Ice Palace. But you must have been too strong for him.
Well, why ever he left me alive, it was a mistake. I won't let him surprise me like that again. Thank you for looking for me. People trust you. You must prove worthy of that trust. You may have once been an owl. You've come to terms with your emotions. I respect you for that. I've never met anyone like you before.
Is that a good thing?
You don't lie or exaggerate. You just do. You can always be relied on.
What, you mean I'm predictable? I should eliminate that. It will only assist my enemies.
I'm not talking about our enemies. I'm talking about us.
Oh, then I find you predictable as well.
You mean you know me? That must feel strange. You were connected to the other Albs, then forced to be alone. Unconnected. I'm worried that might be why we get on so well, that you're just looking for something to replace that connection. But it feels like it's more than that, that you could have real emotions. Is that true? Please, tell me.
Yes, it's true.
Well, good. Then
How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you.
Follow me.
All right. We should go. It's dangerous here.
And discover the hive. Come to the point. Come to ignorant.
Hey, have you thought what you'll do when all of this is over?
No.
I can understand that. I've had to fight my entire life. Always thinking about what's just in front of me. You can only survive on Magalan if you're strong enough. If you focus on the things that are dangerous to you.
Yes.
You have to choose your friends carefully, and not just for the sake of survival. It's your friends or companions who make all this make sense. They make it worth fighting for.
So it seems for many people.
And believing in someone. That makes you wonder, what will you be once all this is over? Will you still remain as close?
I suppose that depends on the challenges that are to come.
Yeah, but it's not all about the challenges, is it?
Why? What else is there?
You understand. Just listen to your feelings.
We are right here for each other. For the future.
I'm glad you see it that way.
Yes,
Listen, we should talk about it alone. Uninterrupted would be best.
Yes?
Yeah, we should. When we met, I thought, well, I didn't know what to think of you. A chancer, someone else out for what they could get, but here we are.
Yes. Here we are. What's so special about here?
It's not here, not physically here, it's where we are. Two of us, our feelings?
Yes. We are closer than I thought we'd be.
Don't worry, you're not doing too badly for an alb. You'll get there. You know that I love you, right?
Yes.
It's strange to say it, but an alb is the only person I know who can understand me. It's almost stranger than what we've learned about the Elex.
How are you?
Life is good. I like being here with you.